Penmar Park on a Sunday. So my friend Brian dropped me off. He dropped me off before the final section of the CDT too. So thanks, Brian. But he hiked a little ways with me and he turned back at Route 16 and I'm moving on. The hike has officially begun. Just saw a first snake of the hike. Taking my first break here at Deer Lick Shelters. I love how Pennsylvania does the double shelters. I'm moving on now, headed towards Tumbling Run Shelters. It is 8:45. I'm all packed up and ready to go. I'm at Tumbling Run Shelters. There was a through hiker here and another section hiker here last night, and maybe another one or two people camped around here. But really nice double shelter, nice privy, nice tent sites, nice creek. Got 10 miles today to get to Caledonia State Park. Slept really good last night too, so this should be great. Should be easy. Hey, I took a blue blaze trail. If you know me, you know I'm basically a 0.1, 0.2. I can do 0.3, not for me. This is really interesting. See these white pines in the understory? They're really thick in here, but they don't get enough sunlight to live. So basically they're waiting on some kind of catastrophic event like a windstorm or something to bring these overstory trees down before they can take off. I don't even know how they got here. I wouldn't think they would seed in with this much shade. It's interesting. I'll probably have a lot of forestry comments on this hike just because this is the forest I worked in. This is where I feel comfortable. I thought hiking out west was really cool, and I did notice a lot of forestry related stuff out there, of course, but I know a lot more about where I'm walking right now. By the end of this hike, we'll be up in the northern conifer forest, which is a little different, but that's a good segue. I want to at least get to the southern end of the long trail on this hike. That's the Massachusetts-Vermont border, but I'm kind of eyeballing the section to the north of that too, through the Whites. And so I might pull up at Gorham, New Hampshire. It's the last place on the trail before you get to Maine. So definitely going to be out here for probably 8 weeks unless something happens. So just want to let you know about that. Keep watching, please. Here's a native tree you don't see too much anymore. Shortleaf pine. It's a nice big one. I believe the primary reason that we don't see a lot of shortleaf stands anymore is we suppress fire. They rely on fire to regenerate. That is why prescribed fire is a useful tool in the forester's toolkit. This is exactly where my sister dropped me off in 1995 when I finished the AT off by hiking from here up to Andover, Maine. Very close to what I'm trying to do this year too. Kind of weird. But hey, if you ever watch this, thanks sis. I still remember. So I only went 10.1 miles today to Caledonia State Park. There was trail magic here, and I got 2 brats and a few sodas, really good company. And this is my site for the night. The bathrooms are really nice. I'm gonna take a shower, which I hardly ever do at a campground, but super clean, modern bathroom. It's great. Had a good night's sleep last night here at Caledonia State Park. Really nice campground. Kind of quiet last night. Trying to make it close to the AT Museum today. So maybe 12 miles. We'll see. Right now I'm gonna cut through the woods to get to the trail because I came way up the hill for the campground. So I gotta figure this out. Hopefully there's not like a rock cliff or something in the way, but the trail should be like a quarter mile through the woods. This trail is actually here. It's not marked on the map and it's really faint, but there is a trail. It's 7 a.m. by the way. I need to work on these starts. I'd like to get going a little earlier, but that was a quick shortcut. I'm sure glad I didn't walk the campground road back down and get on the AT that way. Don't tell anyone, but I just skipped about a quarter mile. I'm not sure if it was a fire or gypsy moth or something caused a lot of the overstory trees to die, and you can see the pine coming in. I believe it's shortleaf though, not white pine. Took a little break at Birch Run shelters, and then 3 or 4 miles later, there was a guy doing trail magic at a gravel road crossing, and he had a lot of like hiker foods, but he had corn on the cob. So I got 2 corn on the cobs. They were good too, fresh corn, and I had a Gatorade too. So trail magic 2 days in a row. You know, thank you to all the trail angels who do this stuff. It's great. We appreciate it. This is the Tom's Run shelter. I'm staying here tonight. Those baby birds are inside the shelter. This is a nice spot. It's got a pavilion here and some tent sites. And there's whole nother tenting area down closer to the creek. But I've been hanging out in these Adirondack chairs. I got 15.8 miles today. It was a good day of hiking. Tomorrow I head down to the AT Museum and hopefully meet up with a coworker from the cannabis biz. And I'm looking forward to that. It's very quiet here, kind of lonely if I'm being honest. But it's been very nice just hanging out. I got here at 4 o'clock, I think, maybe 5. But I've been hanging out a while. It's about 6:45 I slept good last night. It was definitely lonely. One other hiker showed up, a weekender, I think, and he camped way on the other side of the area. So I was pretty much alone, and it was kind of lonely. But I'm looking forward to seeing Eric today in a couple hours. And I should get there before him because I'm getting a good early start. I checked on the baby birds. They're fine this morning. They look like they're about ready to fly out of the nest. They could barely fit in there.
We're doing the half-gallon challenge.
Crybaby is from Canada. What part of Canada?
Toronto, Ontario.
Cool. And we'll check back with him when he gets done here. Halfway through, how's it feel?
It feels pretty good. I'm not full yet, but the problem is I got Neapolitan. As you can see, that strawberry is not my favorite.
Yeah.
But rocking on.
All right, still going strong. We'll check back. Okay.
I just finished the almost half-gallon challenge. I had that much ice cream and I'm tapping out.
That to me
that
is
hard.
a win. I think that's the half-gallon challenge.
I'm calling it a
They say you need
challenge.
another pint to get your spoon, but I say you did it. Congratulations. This is off of the Pole Steeple Trail, the overlook. Eric made me come. So my friend Eric hiked about 6 miles out from the AT Museum to the point where he turned around and went back. So he's doing a 12-mile day hike. And I'm about to get to the shelter I was planning on staying at, but I'm going to keep going a little bit further. There's a store. I think I'm going to go to the store and get a cold drink, some chicken wings or something. But been a good day. I was really glad to see a friend. You know, I was a little lonely last night. I feel really good about the hike today. Still miss home, but I think that's normal for the first week. But yep, just that's your update. At the store that was really close to the museum, really in the same spot, But Crybaby, that was his trail name, he finished his ice cream challenge. And I had a breakfast sandwich when I first got there, and I had a hamburger for lunch before Eric and I took off. So if I eat dinner at this store, I will have successfully navigated a whole trail day without eating any trail food. It's rare. It's not like you find the stores all the time on the trail. But I think I'll take advantage of them when I can find them. Good morning. It's about 7 o'clock. I stayed here by myself at this dry campsite on top of the ridge. I only came about a mile past the where I ate dinner at the store last night. I had a 12-inch sub and some large fries. It was delicious, and a red Powerade. But trying to make it to Boiling Springs today. I'm gonna camp just outside of town and then walk into town this evening or this afternoon and get some food and get some chores done, and then head on tomorrow morning. On the trail at 7:20, headed to Boiling Springs. I stopped at the Alec Kennedy shelter for a long lunch and met Hoover. I've also met Retriever and Frogger. I'm trying to remember names, but they're all going to get ahead of me anyway. I'm going much slower right now. But I'm headed down into Boiling Springs, and it's kind of an awkward time. I'm going to get there really early, but I'm not going to try to cross the Cumberland Valley in the heat of the day, so I'll probably stay at the backpacker campsite just outside of Boiling Springs, which is where I stayed in 1995, so that's fitting. But this time I'm going to go into town and get dinner and do it the right way instead of eating backpacker food just outside of a town. I don't know why I did that back then. But anyway, maybe there weren't any restaurants in town back then. It was a pretty small town. But I'll show you the town when I get there. I remember it being a very pretty town. Very pretty. So, coming up. I do remember this part of the trail. I think this is so pretty, this town. Has its own lake. Lots of ducks on this lake too. I ran into Hoover, who I ate lunch with at Al Kennedy shelter, and he had a whole buffalo chicken pizza. And we sat down and he gave me like half of it. I kept telling him, no, you're the hiker, you've been come from Georgia, so you should be hungry. Go ahead, eat it all. And he refused. So I didn't eat half of it, but I ate a lot. Then I went to the pizza place and ordered a chicken parm sub and french fries, and carrying half of it back. It was good, but I'm so full. I wasn't expecting that free pizza. But anyway, that was pretty cool, being in small town Pennsylvania. And Boiling Springs is just beautiful. But I'm in a cornfield now. I'm off 5:36. The trains were not that bad, but I didn't sleep great last night. But I tried to film a train for you. crossing the Cumberland Valley today. In 1995, that was a 14-mile road walk or something like that. And it was much talked about and feared. It was always hot. And so now it's back like on farms and in woodlands, but it still crosses the valley. There should be a lot of sun exposure. So I decided to get a really early start. So here we go. Trying to make it to Darlington Shelter tonight or beyond. That'll put me in Duncannon in time to get my package Saturday morning. Yep. Good morning. I believe this was the last big road walk. The Cumberland Valley was the last big road walk that the ATC took care of and got easements and put it through private land like this. There was a cat stuck in a tree back there, and when I walked by, it started crying out for help. I saw where it was. It was about 20 feet up, broken off locusts, tons of vines all over it. I think it can get down. I spent like 10 minutes trying to coax it down. Couldn't stay there all day. That's sad. I've had cats get stuck in trees before. It happens. Like, it really happens. I had a cat stuck in a tree for a week in my yard. So anyway, yeah, that was a bummer. I think he'll get down. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I'm crossing I-81 right now. Already crossed the turnpike and Route 11. Valley life. This is the northern terminus of the Tuscarora Trail and the nearby Darlington Shelter. There's my little camp by the creek. I'm about 7 miles from Duncannon, Pennsylvania. A couple of other hikers have joined me here. I don't know who they are. Probably talk to them tomorrow. But I'm going to bed. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Good morning, YouTubers. It's 6:40 and I'm headed to Duncannon. It's like 7 miles to the Doyle Hotel. So, oh, I got to go by the post office too before it closes, but I'll have plenty of time to do that. So, that's it. Good morning. You know, I've been walking about 5 minutes and I've already gone past an established campsite and several that haven't been used much but could be great campsites. So, my question, why did those people set their tent up like 10 feet away from my tent? Kind of reminded me of what happened on the C&O Canal. But this is not the C&O Canal Trail, where there's limited options maybe, but they were still in bed when I left. I don't think they're through hikers, I don't know. But hopefully they paid dearly. I'm sure I snored. I'm sure I snored. I'm at Hawk Rock, and that's Duncannon down there.
But on the leaves, yes.